Good morning, boomers. It is the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Champagne Crypto, thank you for kapumping and kabooming in. Happy Friday to all the maniacs out there, everybody who's still trying to unlock themselves out of the matrix, calling another man their boss. Maybe one day you won't have to do that, and today it's one step closer to that day. So shout out to the boomers. Syncity auction today. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about Hapebeast. The bag has been secured. You got to put your NFT where your mouth is sometimes, boomers. And more. I'll be checking out the interwebs. I see a pullback with BTC Ether. It seems like there's blood on the streets. We'll be talking about it and more. Shout out to everybody on the chat. I see Adrian. I see the boomers there on the Discord. Make sure you're sharing this on the server. Let the boomers know that we are live, preheating the crypto oven to 38,500. Ooh, looking ugly. Ethereum there at 27.96. Let's go ahead and check out the price. And yeah, the whole market is bleeding, Wally. You're indeed correct about that. But there's still opportunities out here. I don't want you guys crying on me. Okay, I don't want you guys getting scared on me. I don't want the fear. I don't want any of the FUD. Okay, this is the opportunity right now, in my opinion. There's going to be some more blood, perhaps, maybe, but there's things that are up, and we're going to talk about where the gains are being made right now. I got a few bags that are up. Kaboom! Let me check out these. Turn off these coins. You got Bitcoin there at 38.4. Ether there at 27.94. This is a bloodbath. Yesterday, all of a sudden, there was a pullback and an attack on the left flank. Now, you know, this is the blood that we've been expecting. This has taken a little longer than I thought. I mean, just a month or two ago, I was like, prepare. We can go lower. We can go to the 30. We can even go to the 20s. And, under 20, I'm not sure. But I know at one point a few months ago, it was closer to the end of the summer. Once we first saw the blood, I looked at the charts, and it was a strong possibility at that point that we can go back down to 15. Now, I don't know if it stands. I haven't checked out my technicals in a while. But, everything's still on the table now. Big picture with BTC and ETH, guys. I'm bullish. I'm extremely bullish. I see this as an opportunity. In fact, I pulled out some of the stable coins yesterday and started buying. And I'm glad I did, because some of those bags are up. Not a red in the market, guys. You want to go shopping when there's a discount. You want to go shopping when there is a discount. So, all the faves here are basically under pressure. It seems to me like that could be an opportunity. Now, when you see your faves go down like this, you got to understand that if you take a stab at it, you're more committed to a mid to long-term hold. You don't know what's really going on, okay? Because, you could take a stab at BTC now. Yeah, it's down 8%, but it may bleed out another 4% in the next 24 hours. You don't know. You need to be prepared. But in my opinion, entry point with BTC under 40, an entry point with Ether under 3 is quite attractive, if you ask me. It's quite attractive. You got Binance there at 417. So let's talk about Syncity first, and then we'll talk about me aping into the Hapebeast. We'll talk about that in a moment. So Syncity, the auctions today, shout out to I7 in the Discord. He reminded us about this. Syncity is basically kind of like a GTA-ish game. I believe they're on Binance, but they're doing an auction for their Sinner token on this Copper network, which is on Ethereum. I don't know exactly how the auction's working, but I have a hunch it's perhaps like those pancake auctions, those Dutch auctions that spill back. The auction starts in 3 hours and 23. So, a few hours from now, about 3.5 hours from now. And this is for the Syncity token. Syncity is the first ever mafia metaverse where you fight, loot, build, and govern through your own syndicate. Sinner is the governance token for the mafia as a DAO. Stake Sinner to vote for syndicate leaders, hire crew, build businesses on turf, and raid others' businesses. And you can see the info trailer and the links to everything that's going on here. They're conducting this auction here on Copper launch. I'm not very familiar with Copper launch, but I believe that they're using a balancer bonding curve, and you could see that they're starting the price at well, they already have a liquidity pool here with a balance of, what is that, 500 million Sinner tokens and then 2.5 million USDC. So the start weight on that pool is out of balance at 96% Sinner tokens, and then the 4% is in 2.5 million USDC. The purpose of the auction is to end weight of that protocol, or excuse me, that liquidity pool to 50-50. So I don't know how that's going to end up that way, but it's what I believe here is that there's going to be instant liquidity. So if you buy in, you can sell, I believe. We'll have to see. Okay, good back. You're back. Good morning, Johnson Cackery. He says he's been out for a whole year. Damn, it doesn't seem like that long. It doesn't seem like that long, but welcome back. We're still here. We're booming with the best of them. We got a Discord now that I opened up last month, and that's a great community server where we share the leads and we chop it up. So come on over. The link is down below. It's free to join. So this is Syncity. Let's look at the token trailer, so you guys can see a little bit more about this. This project. Boom. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it. So you may want to check that out. Link to their Discord. Make sure that everything is legit with this auction, because it's not on their website and they're linking to a video that is not theirs. I would go in the server and double check to make sure that the auction's legit. I believe so, but you got to double check everything. Champ, did you get into the Manor Farm Rev token? We went from 30 to 270. Now it's a pause till next week when the new Animal Farm launches. Yeah, I did talk about it. I did a video, and I don't know if I put something in it or not, but I did do a video, and I went there. But ultimately, my focus is not there right now because I have other opportunities. And I know it did well. Shout out to the boomers, and I got to go check it, as a matter of fact. But I've been in and out. I got a lot on my table, and I'm glad what I'm doing. It's worked out well for me. Shout out to Edward. Good morning. Shout out to Johnson, Wandering, all the boomers. Guys, again, let me remind you, we have a Discord server down below. Jump in there if you want to get tuned in, up to date, up to speed in real time as to what is going on. I'm only doing one video a day, and that does not include all the plays and all the things that we discuss. We've even been doing some voice chats there. Shout out to Poison and other guys that stopped by, Protocol and Dr. Puff and stuff. I see you guys out there. What do you think BTC is going to go from here? Any support? I don't know, Johnson, but I think that it's an opportunity to start buying. I've already said to start buying right when we started getting around 40,000. Okay, not throwing the whole bags, but it's already the time to start DCAing. The blood, to me, seems like it's worth the buy. In my opinion, not your financial advice or not. Get it. I'm not your crypto daddy. So let's talk about Hapebeast. Guys, I did a whole video about this. I'll admit there was some FOMO going on with the champ. I've never seen an NFT debut like this. Hape Prime. Look at the floor. Let me just refresh it here. 7.5. I got in lower than 7.5. So is this the new Bored Ape Yacht Club? I don't know, but it certainly seems like it is a contender. This thing has been out for not even 48 hours. Volume traded is over 13,000 ETH. They haven't even revealed the apes yet. This thing is a boomer, in my opinion. You can see here, the reveals haven't been revealed. But I certainly picked one up. I'm glad I got a low number. I think 600 and something. And I got in for less than 7.5, a little bit more than 7. So I'm excited. Yesterday's video, I was talking about the strategy, and I was watching it, and I talked all about it. You guys may want to check it out. Let me go ahead and kick this person out of the server. We already got a bot in here. Get out of here. Block user on YouTube. You're out of here. Wasted. Guys, the bots, the shilling, guys, stop it. Don't do it on the Champs channel. It's not even worth your time. It isn't. Like you're wasting your time, honestly. Okay, so you've been wasted. So let's get back to the topic at hand here. Hate Prime. I talked a lot about this one yesterday. Let me pull up the website because this thing is looking saucy, really good. I'm excited. In my opinion, okay, this is the best looking NFT in all of crypto. Okay, you correct me if I'm wrong. It's certainly the most hype one. Okay, I'll tell you that much. So as Champagne and as the Champagne brand and as the leader of the kaboomers, the cryptomaniacs worldwide, I think it's important for the champ and the community to have one secured here. So I secured the bag. I'm excited for the review. I think it's on Monday. So anyhow, you could read a little bit more about this cryptic project, but these are fully 3D NFTs. These things are, I can only see this go up, guys. I mean, look at this. This is the top notch right here. You're talking about premium shelf. This makes the Bored Ape Yacht Club not look so good. I'm gonna be honest with you now. No shade at the Bored Apes. They were one of the first, but this is looking a lot better. Okay. So the champ secured the bag out here, guys. I'm excited about that. And maybe we're lucky enough to get one of these Onyx ones. I think that these are the most highly sought after ones, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what's going on. Hapebeast. They got over 500,000 people in their server. I think they broke not only Discord, but they broke OpenSea. Broken Sea yesterday. If you notice that OpenSea was down for a few hours yesterday, it's because of the Hapebeast, a phenomenon like no other. I don't know what else to tell you guys. This is, if you haven't heard about this, this is from Page News. Look at this thing. Imagine we picked up one of these. Now, it's still cryptic as to what the roadmap is and exactly where they're headed, but obviously the team should have some plans. I mean, look what they're going to, just off the volume they caked up. These guys are getting 5% volume royalty, 5% royalties off every sale. So do the math. Their DAO is probably sitting quite well right now, and it will be as time progresses. So that's what's going on. Hapebeast, next generation high fashion apes. These are fully 3D and built to unite the ape multiverse. Now, one thing that I'm trying to find out, and it hasn't been confirmed or denied, is since this is a fully built 3D avatar, like, will you be able to use these beasts and walk around in like sandbox with these, AK beasts? I don't know. It would be certainly cool. I have no idea. And, if that's not the case, I mean, if it is the case, it's more than I think everybody is expecting, but that's what's going on. I secured the bag, guys. So follow me on the journey. Now, yesterday I was talking about the strategy. I was going to buy two and wait for one to go up and flip it. But to be honest with you guys, the price went up fast on me, and I was trying to find liquidity. And ultimately, I decided, listen, I'm just gonna get one from now. At the end of the day, I have the liquidity, but I want to follow the Champagne rules here. You never want to get into something more than what you're willing to lose. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I didn't want to get overextended with the FOMO of these beasts, and because the original strategy was to buy two and then wait till one goes to like at least 10, maybe 15 ETH, and then to flip that one to basically get the first one for free or for half off. But again, that strategy was going to cost me too much liquidity in the moment. Like, I got it tied up in other plays, and ultimately, I'm glad with the strategy that I ended up going with. I pinched from a lot of different bags, and I was able to scrape up enough to get one, and the other bags don't seem so affected. Okay, now if I would have gone for another one, I would have put a dent on everything else. So it's like I was able to basically pull profits from a lot of things and pick one up, and let those things keep going. I didn't want to pull more out of other positions, honestly. So I'm happy, guys. Let's see where this all heads to. You guys follow me. I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated with these beasts. This thing is looking good. Edward said, hope you get a legendary one. I hope so. I hope so. Good morning, Sten. I see you holding in the trenches. So, it seems like the only things that are up and up are NFT and metaverse. Let me show you another one, guys. I've been talking about this, and I've been talking about this, and I haven't seen many boomers follow me on this one, and that's fine because I'm not telling you guys what to do. Ultimately, you guys do whatever you want. But check out the floor price on this one, 2.8. It's not like we didn't mint at 0.07. It's not like I don't have a few of these. Hashtag Christian Dior. We got another bot here in the chat. Let me waste this guy too. Block user on YouTube. Get him out of here. Waste him. It doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work with the champ. Get out of here. We got some Russian bots now. And let me tell you, these Russian bots, and most of these bots, it's like, come on, guys. Like, if you're going to go through all the mission to get on someone's server to try to talk and drop a link, they're not doing it good. You know what I mean? They kind of suck. Honestly, you bots suck. You guys got to up your bot game or your scammer game or whatever you guys are trying to do. It sucks. Don't waste your time on something else. So let's go back to what we're talking about. Creeps Genesis. I'd let you know about this one, guys. 2.8 on the floor. The Creeps. You can check them out. Yeah, I showed you guys. I posted them in the NFT gallery. You won't be able to see them now on my OpenSea because I'm staking them, earning Illuminati tokens. And yesterday, they debuted, let me show you. This is the website. Nice looking website, okay, Creeps. So with your Creeps, you could stake them and earn Lumi, and with the Lumi, you could buy Armory for the game. And right now, I'm probably going to pick up some Armory, and then later on this month, they're going to do the Shapeshifters drops, which I think is going to be nice. Look at these shapeshifters. They all look like celebrities, like Trump, like Snoop, Paris Hilton, Mark Cuban, looking like characters. I'm not saying it's them, but it resembles them. So yeah, this may be a hit. And I believe that you need to buy these with Lumi tokens, at least mint them. So, and then there's going to be a mystery box. So again, I got in early on this one. I let you guys know, we were whitelisted, boom, boom, boom. And this thing has been steady climbing. It went to half an ETH and it went over an ETH and it pulled back to 0.8 and then it went over an ETH. Now it's on the path to 3 ETH. Okay, I'm still holding this bag. I like this project. 2.8 now. It's almost 3 ETH. Volume traded 5.5. This has been around for about a month. Compare it to the apes, where the apes is already 10,000 in less than 24 hours. I mean, just to get a perspective. Nacho Crypto says, hey, champ, great job on Hape. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I will admit there was a bit of FOMO, okay? But I really talked it over with myself. I even talked over with the boomers there on the chat. I did the stream about it. And ultimately, for what I'm trying to achieve for the Champagne brand, I think it's important to secure something like that, a premium asset, okay? Because, the next step is going to be to get land. And, I'm in here for the long term. It's not like, I'm just playing around with cryptos. You know what I mean? I think that it's important for us to build the brand and establish this more, what's the word I'm looking for? More solidly. I don't even know if that's a word, but I want to entrench our roots deeper into the ground here in the crypto space. I want to grow these roots deeper into the ground and solidify ourselves as OG influencers, which we already, the champ already is. I mean, and we are too. I'm just saying, it's not only the champ because it's the kaboomers. We're the boomers. It's that's a lot of people have bit our swag and they don't even give us props. The original kaboom, wow, guys. The original kaboom. So let's recap here. Syncity auction. Let me make sure this is legit, guys. I don't want to be, and hold on, let me see. Syncity, because what threw me off, it is, hold on. Yeah, it's legit. Just want to, the copper launch. So you can see they're advertised on their Twitter or whatnot. And you can check them out on Discord, Telegram, the copper launch. So you can, this is from their Yeah, but this is not a verified page either. How many people do they have on this? 193,000 followers. It does link to their thing, but it seems like this is the right page, but I don't see this as a verified page. So I was on their Discord. It's always important, guys, that whenever you're dealing with these NFTs, that you double check that you're on the right page. Now you can go to their main website and it says 3 hours and 6 minutes. So this adds up to the Copper launch that i7 connected us to, but I verify everything. Okay, so you can connect to the auction from there. It's the same link. And then, yeah, it takes you to the Copper launch. Yeah, the same page. So again, this isn't 3 hours. I think this is pretty cool, guys. I don't know exactly how this auction's going to work. I don't know what the rules are, but I'm going to probably participate in this. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay? You know, this game looks pretty saucy. Look at this game. I mean, like, you're telling me it doesn't look pretty good? You could read about this. I think that the gameplay is going to be on Binance, but for some reason they're doing, look at the partners, Neo Tokyo. They got a lot of Big Dog Super Farm. You know, they got some celebs backing them up. So there could be something here. You can link to their Discord or whatnot, read about the staking. But yeah, it's legit. The auction is over there on Copper, and that's on Ethereum. But there you go. Roger Ripple is here. He says, I haven't dabbled in ETH NFTs. Fees always turn me off. I'm big in CNFTs. Well, the real gains are made on Ethereum. That's for sure. Okay. I haven't seen any NFT outside of Ethereum that's a cultural phenomenon. I don't see how you're going to make 6 figures on any of these NFTs off chain off the Ethereum chain right now. But let me circle back. Now everybody's using that circle back term. I think it's ridiculous. But I think that we will see a phenomenon NFT on an alternative chain sometime this year. Okay. Is it going to be on Phantom, AVAX, on Cardano? I don't know. I'll tell you, I'm getting bad reviews from Cardano's launch yesterday on Sunday Swap. If you go into the server, you'll see a few people talking about I'm pending transactions for hours. I can't find my coins. It's all stuck. It seems like a shit show. Okay, over there with Sunday Swap and the rest of what's going on with Cardano. I've said before, I like Cardano. Shows a lot of promise. It seems like you're sitting at the table with the nerds, with the whiteboards. But listen, guys, while you need nerds, you also need the cool guys. You need the jocks, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to turn your project into Bored Ape or CryptoPunks, or they're going to make it into a contemporary, into pop culture. Okay? And Cardano doesn't have any cool guys yet. Charles Hoskinson is not cool. Okay? I mean, he seems like a nice guy, but I'm just saying, like, popular culture cool. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Mark Cuban is cooler than him, and, you know, Mark Cuban ain't so cool. You know, Gary Vee is cooler than him. You see what I'm saying? And there's levels of cool. I mean, they're not Jay-Z, right? But again, you know, I don't see like Jay-Z on the Cardano NFTs right now, but they'll definitely be on Ether. So you just got to know the scene and setting. Okay. I don't want to come off as a hater to Cardano, because I definitely see the potential there. And I don't want to come across as a hater to any alternative chain, because I got NFTs on other chains as well. Okay. But as it is, if you're looking for big gains, if you're on the path to 7 figures, I don't see how you're going to do that right now with little baby NFTs that cost $50 or $100. You know what I mean? But hey, you got to start somewhere. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't got some of those too, guys. I've minted small NFTs too, so I'm not trying to, you know what I mean, be like, oh, I'm too cool for school or anything like that. But, you know, what's the purpose here? To kaboom. We're on the path to 7 figures, many of us to 8 and beyond. How are we going to get there? Not with $100 NFTs, guys. Okay, maybe one of those babies will kaboom on us, and that's why I still have exposure to that. I got, you know, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. I've gave out some as well. Solana's doing numbers. Absolutely. I've been hearing great things about Solana. It seems like they got their own ecosystem. Now, to be fair and honest here, I'm not so attracted to Solana and its own chain, on its own wallet. It seems like a glorified database, honestly. Like, and it's been shut down a few times. Like, is it really a blockchain or is it just their database? You know what I'm saying? But that being said, it's not like there isn't gains to be made there. So, maybe one day I'll end up over there. I also shared a video on crypto YouTube channel in our Discord from, I believe, Climb Crypto, talking about the new secret network and its compatibility with Cosmos or whatnot. The secret network looks pretty solid. So check out that video. There's things going on out there. Cryptomaniac says the purpose is to kaboom 7 to 8. Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, listen, that's the goal at hand. I've been, honest with you guys. I'm trying to kaboom here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm focused on the boomers and not the doomers. So that's why when some people come into the chat or in the Discord and they want to talk small talk about politics or about the Rona and all that, and you guys know how I feel. I've covered all of that. I've kept it 1,000 with you guys. But, the fact of the matter is that discussing that and covering that is not kaboom right now. Okay. It's not kaboom. In fact, it's more doom. And we're already woke enough. Okay. I'm not trying to, awaken anybody else at this environment. If you're woke, then you should not even focus on that and focus on the boom. If you're awake to what's going on, okay, to the scam that's going on, you better not pay attention so much about complaining and get your bag. Okay. Hurry up and get your bag. Okay. Get the bag. Okay. Because, it's better than not having it, all right? And the bag may unlock a key to more freedom for you, okay? You may not have to call another man your boss. Purpose is to kaboom 7 to 8. You know it, Cryptomaniac. Our only guy on D-Live. Shout out to Cryptomaniac. He's still over there on D-Live booming. I don't even go to D-Live anymore, but I know that the stream pushes over there, so shout out to everybody that may be listening. I don't even know who's listening over there. I see Cryptomaniac because he's writing. From doom to boom. I told you guys. Okay, we're converting the mice to men, the poodles to pit bulls, the doomers to boomers, okay? The cunts to cocks. You guys already know. Separating the feast from the famine. Kaboom. So that's what's going on, guys. This copper launch in 3 hours. I'll probably take a little stab at this and see what it does, what it do. It certainly looks attractive. This is cool. This is cool. This looks like GTA, okay? This doesn't look, with all due respect, this doesn't look like DeFi Kingdoms. And you know how much I like DeFi Kingdoms, guys. I mean, I got skin. I'm still there. But, you got to call things for what they are. And when it comes to the NFT space, it's different than just DeFi and finance. There is a lot more tied into cultural relevance when it comes to NFTs because it's a flex. Okay, DeFi is not so much flexing; it's about earning those gains, and we've won in DeFi. But when the NFT world, it's more about the flex. That's why Eminem bought an ape for $500 million or something, whatever. No, excuse me, 500,000 or whatever the price was. Wally says, I get what you're saying. ETH always has the most profitable NFTs. Yeah, and I've got to repeat this to several people on the server that keep complaining about gas fees, guys. If you are worrying about $100, $200, $300 gas fees, you're not prepared for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 gains. Okay, if you're worried about paying gas $300, $400, you are not prepared to be in the ETH club. Go somewhere else. You're not ready for this table. Okay, the ETH table. Look at crypto like a casino. Okay, and you got different entry points, different tables. You could play blackjack or poker. Okay, you got your smaller blinds. Your $1 blinds, your $2 blinds. And the tables keep going up as you get towards the top. But Ether is the high roller table. Okay, just to sit down at the table, your blind is $1,000. I don't know. I would say that if you're going to do a play on Ether, you want to make that play worth at least a quarter ether to a third of an ether for it to be worth the gas fees. You know, you're not going to do a $500 play so that you could pay $300 or $200 in gas. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so if you're not prepared to think bigger, or if your bag is not prepared to stretch that right now, then you shouldn't even be paying attention to Ethereum. And I get it. It's not the chain that I use the most because of those reasons. In fact, we've made more of our DeFi gains outside of Ethereum because we were avoiding gas fees. But as I said before, Ether is a country club for the crypto 1% privileged. If you want to be part of the privileged, you need to pay to play. It's real simple. You can complain all you want. You can ask for equality of crypto. It doesn't exist. Okay? And the fact that NFTs are booming shows you that the human spirit doesn't want equality. Okay? People want to have ranking. Okay? People will create a game, a simulation in order for themselves to be ranked in a group. Even if outside of that, everything is equal, the human spirit wants to compete, okay? And for everybody that's pushing equality, what a boring world would be with everybody being equal. There would be no incentive to be better. There is no equality in heaven, guys. Not even in heaven. Peter says, look at the like a crypto casino. Now that's what I like to hear. Right. Like, you know, you can play at the little tables. You can throw your little 50-cent blind and play. But you're going to be limited to the gains that you can make in those pots. Now, if you want to make big gains, you're going to have to pay big blinds and big rakes. It's just the way the game goes. Yeah, you want to pay the penny slots, you're going to make pennies. Maybe someone hits big, you know, but usually that's not the case. So that's what I say to the ETH gas fee complainers. Most ETH gas fee complainers are still thinking small. They're still thinking small. You're thinking, you're worrying about $300-400 and you're not worrying about 30, 40, 300,000. I think a better analogy would be you got to spend money to make money. Look at crypto like a casino. Sounds like nope, I'm out. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm speaking as factual as possible because there is, if you don't see the gambling element in the similarity in crypto, I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, and if that creates any makes anybody react and say, "Oh no, I'm out of here," because it sounds like a casino. Well, then maybe you're not built for this. I'm saying maybe you're not built for this. Solana NFTs are good for entry-level normies, as gains on there are good if you find the right mint, but nothing like ETH, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it is a good entry point, and that's why I'm not hating on Solana. Listen, there's a market for everybody. But what I do want to is correct the noobs and the young ones and the little, you know, baby bear cubs that complain about ETH gas fees, you know. Man, I went to send some link the other day, and the ETH fee was 60 bills. Yeah, it is. It's wild. I get it. I mean, you know, I understand. So the way they've made it, it's like, and that's another reason that the price of ETH goes up. I mean, like, it's so expensive to do anything. Sometimes people don't do anything and it just sits there and the price goes up, right? It's like you can't even sell. You know, that being said, Ether, you know, it is what it is, guys. I used to be mad at the gas fees, but, you know, you just got to accept them for what it is and understand that the gas fees have also helped it. Think of the big picture. The gas fees weeds out the broke people. You don't want any little shrabs, the little guys. If you want to have a top shelf, you know what I mean? There's got to be a way you separate yourself. And as much as, you know, some people may not like that, you're right. You got to pay to play, and that's period. That's right. You got to pay to play. That's it. Some people may not like that. Oh, I wish everybody was okay and had the equal opportunity. And like that sounds great and kumbaya. But guys, it doesn't work in nature. There is no like kumbaya. It's not like there's a competitive spirit. And it's great. You know why? Because that helps things evolve and become better. Roger says, I hate the fees, but I'm no newbie. Listen, I can't say I hate them, but I don't, I certainly don't love them, right? I certainly don't love them, but I've grown to accept what it is. Okay? And I'll tell you this, the fees are not discriminating. The fees are, no matter if you're a whale or not, everybody's paying the same gas fee. So it's like, the fees are not discriminating based on what your bag is. You know, the fees are the same. It's like wanting to drive a nice, luxurious car and want to service it at Walmart. It can't happen. You have to go to the dealer. Exactly. People want to drive. They want to drive the Benz, but they want to fill it up with the cheaper fuel. They want to go to, the Walmart mechanic. Guys, you want to have premium assets. You gotta pay to maintain them. I mean, there's, people they want expensive luxury vehicles. They want expensive boats and yachts. All that stuff costs maintenance just to hold. All right, 2 hours to the mint. I'm excited here. Copper launch auction over there. Syncity. This looks like a cool game. I haven't been following it 100% because I saw that it was on Binance, and then it was like sign up here to buy. Like it seemed like you can only get it in Binance, but now they're doing this open source here on Ether. So Roger says I overthink it sometimes. Yeah, maybe, just it is pay to play. It's it just exhibits qualities of just human and just nature. Like the economics exist everywhere. You can look at these economics in nature and like try to find a herd or a species where everything's the same. It's not like there's a hierarchy. You see what I'm saying? There's winners, there's losers, and just the way it is. And some, it may not be what you like, but we've learned. I mean, that's part of having faith, and this is why I think it's important to understand that some things are not in your control, and some things are outside of what you created. Like, you got to deal with the blockchain, what you have. You could be saying this, that, and the third, but Ether is what it is. And, we got to, and I'm sure there could be improvements, but like Manarino says, you got to trade what you have in front of you, not what you wish you had. Question, I think BTC is on its way out as the market leader. Alts and NFT looks like they're going to take over the game long term. I'll tell you, when it comes to Bitcoin, I've said this for a while. Bitcoin will lose market share. And it's not negative. I think that's the natural progression. Bitcoin had a dominant portion of the market, over 50% for a long time. And there's other technologies that offer more utility, but I don't think that you can count Bitcoin out, because what Bitcoin does, it does well. Okay. It's store value. It's your pet rock. That's it. It is almost like gold. Okay. It's like, gold is gold. Gold is not necessarily the boomer, but you wouldn't mind a gold brick in your hand, right? It's always worth something, right? Like gold is gold. And I would just compare it to digital gold. It's not going to 100x on you, but it's one of those things that you don't mind having under your pillow. And it's one of those things that there's always liquidity for. It's the most liquid and most secure decentralized network out there. Like you could say what you want about Ether, but I think with Bitcoin, there's even more miners and nodes and whatnot. Now you can go ahead and make the argument that most of the miners are in China, and that, most of the people that make the mining equipment, basically the manufacturers of the mining equipment are the ones that kind of have a monopoly over the production of Bitcoin. And that could be argued. That's why many want to switch Ethereum to proof of stake. So I think I would say BTC and ETH. BTC is going to stick around. I would see BTC stay in the top 5. But yes, there is a possibility that BTC may lose its number 1 spot to Ether. But I wouldn't even say so right now. Now, as far as like NFTs and the metaverse, let me be honest with you. It's NFTs and the metaverse is bigger than crypto itself, because it entails gaming, and it entails a bunch of things that you can utilize on your everyday life. I don't think people really get how much NFTs could be utilized in real day life, from mortgages to car notes to the Internet of Things. I mean, it keeps going and going. So like the potential market is way bigger, but it's still a crypto market, right? Europe is going to ban proof of work miners, or at least they want to. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I would say that a lot of people are like, oh, it's bad for the environment. And, I don't know if I believe all that, the bad for the environment stuff. I've been hearing about whatever happened to the hole in the ozone. Like, did we forget about that? Like, I don't know. And apparently, Florida should be under sea by now. I don't know about all that. Okay, I may be right, I may be wrong. But going back to proof of work, the hardware mining machines, I do know that the majority, if not all, of the hardware is developed by a handful of corporations that are not U.S. or Western based. They're out there in Asia, if I'm not mistaken. So proof of work certainly seems like a more efficient way with less waste. Okay, that's for sure, right? Like, if you don't have any hardware, there's definitely less waste. Store of value that's losing 50% of its value might as well hold ETH, in my opinion. Don't see any difference between them right now. Yeah, I get you, Harvey. I understand. And I have both. I have both. So I already asked myself this question months ago. I saw this coming down the pipeline months ago. And because of that, I bought Ether and Binance with Bitcoin months ago, preparing for that. Now, where I'm at now, I feel like I don't want any more or less BTC at the moment. So I'm not. It's not like I'm looking to acquire more BTC at the moment. I would acquire more Ether at the moment. Yes. I think that in the short term, Ether has the potential to move quicker. And you can see it in the share against Bitcoin. Let's pull up the chart here. BTC, ETH against Bitcoin. And that's been the most interesting pair. And I've said this, I've been talking about this pair, and I always pull this back up. Like, this is like what we always go back to. This is like the main question of crypto. What's going to happen between BTC and ETH, and the market shares between store of value and smart contracts? But you know what? ETH is down against Bitcoin in the past. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's done well. It really started taking off, and I said months ago. So I noticed this, right before the summer, and I would say somewhere around here, like here, is when I decided, you know what? Let me move some of the BTCs into the EVMs. But, has it kapumped? No, but, look at this. Ether is 0.072. The all-time high for Ether in the past year, it's been 0.08. And I think that's undervalued. In my opinion, Ether should be anywhere from a 10th to a 20th, or maybe even a quarter of a Bitcoin. I definitely feel like it's a 10th. So it should be at 0.1. It should be at 0.1. But I don't want to throw shade at BTC, guys. I mean, it's still, my bag. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still going to hold BTC. That's, you asked me if BTC is going to be around another 5 or 10 years. Absolutely. If it's going to be will it had made as much gains as other tokens? Probably not. But I see some sort of safety in BTC. And again, you know, I'm old school, so it's like, yeah, it's down 50%, but you know, my entry point is still below this. I've been in the game for years. So it's also depends on when you started. You know what I mean? I didn't get into crypto last year. It's not like I started acquiring BTC at 40K. Like you know, maybe Elon did, or maybe some of these celebs, but I'm way ahead of Elon. Elon should come holler at me. Yeah, he's got a bigger bag, but I don't think that his crypto strategy is better than the boomers. He's not on the edge. Like, he's not. I mean, it is what it is, guys. You know what I'm saying? The guy just got into Bitcoin last year. You know, and the same thing with Michael Saylor. You know, he's still happy about BTC. This guy hasn't even gotten down to an Ethereum alternative yet that I know of. All right, guys. I think we covered most of the beats. The Syncity auction's going on in a few hours, and I secured the bag with the Hapebeast. I can't wait till they reveal this, and I'll obviously show you guys. Here's the Hape website, and let's just take one little look at their floor, just one more time to see where it's at. Yeah, it's holding up above 7.5. I saw it as high as 7.8. Yesterday touched 8. And while it pulled back, you know, I told you, I got in. So I'm up right now. And I'm not really trying to flip this. I think it's an asset more for the brand. And it may be a pass to get into other whitelist events or not. If you can hold an NFT with underlying value and potential revenue generating lending capabilities, if I was Gen Z, I would prefer NFTs instead of BTC. Yeah, I could see that. Gen Z, yeah. Absolutely. I agree with you, Harvey. I agree. But, you know, to say it's all over for BTC, don't exactly. You can't bet against BTC. You can. It's it's way more liquid. Let's look at the market caps. You got Ether there at a market cap at it's not that different though. Ether there at 333 billion and Bitcoin there at 728. So, you know, Bitcoin's more than double. But I thought it was more. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it was more. But, you know, look at this. Are countries buying Ethereum? Not yet. I think they will. But I agree with Harvey as far as Generation Z, newbies getting into the game. The gains are not with Bitcoin. You know, at this point, I look at like BTC is if you're a dolphin or a whale. BTC is something that you save. That's all. It's more of a savings, a crypto savings. And really, it doesn't really generate anything. It just kind of sits there, you know. You're probably better off saving in Ether and staking it. But staking, usually, for the most part, is a custody issue. So you're giving up your custody to the contract that you should verify and trust. And for the most part, it works. But remember, it's still a custody issue. You know, when you got your BTC in your wallet, you're in, you know, your keys, you got it right there. You know, it's literally like having a gold brick in your hand. Now, most people have gold bricks. I mean, even like a lot of multi-millionaires, like how much gold bricks do they have sitting in their house? Probably not that much. I mean, I'm sure they do, but it's not their main asset. It's not their main portfolio. I'm sure, you know, Elon Musk owns gold, but it's not like the majority of his portfolio. So yeah, just look at BTC like gold. You make some gains, maybe, you know, stack it. But I think it's a great store of value long term. We got another bot here. Let's take this bot out of here. Get out of here. Block him. Waste him. Another one bites the dust. All right, boomers. I think I covered all the beats today. Shout out to everyone out there. I appreciate you tuning in and listening. And make sure you join the Discord. I'm telling you guys, I'm putting my NFTs where my mouth is. And my next step is to acquire land. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've done a lot of research. You've seen me go to this land, to that land. I've gone everywhere, but I'm circling back. As much as I hate that term, I'm going to have to use it now. I'm circling back to Sandbox because it's the top shelf, man. It's the top shelf. And at the end of the day, for what I do, I got to make sure I push top shelf. I can also check out the discounts and, you know, the smaller guys. I'm going to continue to cover that because I think that there's gains to be made there as well. But, you know, for the brand, you know, when you're dealing with the champ, you know, I gotta flex on him a little bit. And I'm not really that much of a flexer. It's not like I never was like trying to put my face out there. I love the anonymous thing. But, you know, I think it's time to flex accordingly. So the next flex may be some land in Sandbox. All right, guys. I appreciate every single one of your maniacs. Thank you to i7 for sharing the video in the Discord. Shout out to XRP Wally. Shout out to Harvey Williams. Shout out to, I see Chewy there. I see Sten. All the maniacs. Make sure that you follow me on Discord and go ahead and share some plays, guys. And we'll jump into chats or whatnot, and we'll continue to boom. Path to 7 figures, path to 8 figures, and beyond. It's your voice. It's your voice. It's the voice of the blockchain. Satoshi's big cousin, your favorite Chad's dad, your favorite live streamer's favorite live streamer, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for